Hi everyone. Since many months, I was struggling to make many of my students to understand the value of vocabulary in speaking good English. Many students have told me, Principal Sir, when I speak English, I feel like I translate in my mind. It makes me slow. I'm not spontaneous. I listen, and by the time I translate to understand the conversation, and I'm lost. Yes, your native language is not English. So, in your brain, there are two or more languages. Now, let's think that these languages as muscles. Let's say your native language is Hindi. So, you have been exercising your Hindi muscle in your brain for many years, isn't it? So, it's much stronger now. But your English muscle has been exercising for a few years and probably not consistently. Maybe when your teacher teaches you, or when your principal insists you a few times a day, you give some movement to your English muscle, and your English muscle has a lot less training than your Hindi or Marathi muscle there. So the major mistake that you do in your regular day-to-day life is that you translate you translate your native language, that is Hindi or Marathi, into English directly. To stop translating in your head, you need to get away from using your native language, that is Marathi or Hindi, to understand and speak English. That means immersion. I call it as immersion. So for this, you need not go and live in an English speaking country, or you need not stay in an English speaking state or something. You can create your own immersion. I'll let you know exactly how you need to do that. Firstly, start using an English only dictionary. It might sound strange why Principal Sir is asking us to read a dictionary which doesn't carry any sort of pictures or illustrations, and which doesn't make us so interesting to read a text which only has some black and white words, which is not at all colorful. But I say that you make it a habit to read a dictionary and find a definition of an English word. This will help you build up your vocabulary within a fast pace. And like secondly, what if I start reading dictionary and increase my vocabulary, but I have no one to practice with? Maybe this might crop up in your mind, that whom should I practice with? Solution for this is self speaking. Yes, it's self speaking. It's nothing but reading loud, but reading out loud. You will start listening, because by reading out loud, you will start listening. So, as it's rightly said, a good listener will always become a good speaker. So, now talk to yourself out loud, preferably when you are alone. Don't be afraid to talk to yourself. Describe the things around you. Ask questions to yourself in your head, because even when I am learning a language, this is my favorite way of learning a language, and I was quite successful. So, children, my observations in classroom, as well as the way you write your answers, okay, related to your writing exercises, made me realize that most of you are struggling with vocabulary. The more rich vocabulary you carry in your brain, the more perfect your language will be. So, pick up your dictionary and give a start. I'm always there to help you out. All the best.